All right, I showed up here with Kenny, and he's got some really good ideas, and he's gonna just kind of go over them with us.
All right, hey there. Glad to have Rob here in San Diego. So, got a few ideas for the gold plating community. Really hoping that gold plating services would cover quick. So, I have a customer that comes in about once a month, and they want to get several Apple Watches done. So, regarding the copper hangers, I'd like to see if we can get a anchor shape, just to get two of them hooked in at the same time. I remember he got a famous YouTube video. Was it like Casey Neistat?
Yep, Casey Neistat and Jerry Rig Everything.
Oh yeah. And they were able to get the that Apple Watch just like plugged in, but I want to do two at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Just saves time and money.
It's a great idea.
And then we have a large need for like a ladle shape that has like a cage to it. So just imagine ladle at the bottom and then some form of porous cage. I got a customer who runs a barber shop and they sell like barbershop supplies. And they always want to get those small bolts really gold plated to match. But the problem is, if I'm going to use this copper hanger that's normally supplied, I have to twist it around for each individual bolt, and it's going to take like several minutes at a time. And then as I'm shaping it around, it's going to end up breaking the thing at some point. So if I had one just dedicated to that, it would save me a good amount of time and money.
So like, how many screws would you want to be able to do in it?
8, maybe 10.
8 or 10. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta get.
So it wouldn't have to be that big. That is a good idea. Okay.
A claw shape. So I got a customer about maybe once every 3 weeks that wants to get an iPhone done. iPhone X is pretty popular right now. So if I can get like something that's like a rake, but the width of the actual arms is a little bit longer than the iPhone X itself, so I could just rest it on there and then bring it on in. That'd be super handy.
Yep.
We
actually did that one time for a guy who had a tungsten ingot. It was like a brick, and had to build a basket kind of like that. That's a good idea. Okay, I like it.
I will buy them all.
Okay.
In a moment. Okay. So I have another customer that wants to get their Hot Wheels cars that they've already had chromed, gold plated, and kind of I'm seeing that when I'm wanding on the chrome itself, or the wanding off the chrome itself with a chrome stripper, sometimes it gets all of it, sometimes it doesn't. Most of the time it does, but I'd rather just have something that does it in a couple of seconds, pulls it out. It's quickly done. So if we could get like a standalone, like essentially the Freestyle Dash, the Jewel Master, but it's a 1 liter thing and has the heater and voltage meter on the side and that reverse polarity thing, how they have the universal chrome.
So basically the bath the auxiliary bath thing that we have that's heated.
Yeah.
But that has a chrome stripping switch.
Yes.
Yes, I like it.
And then that's it. Yeah, but just it's essentially made for chrome. And make sure there's a heater on it too, because if I'm not using it for chrome, I could use that to heat up my electro cleaner while I'm using the previous auxiliary dash to heat up my gold.
Okay. Or nickel or whatever. Yeah. Good.
And then so some OCD right here. I like to get, if anyone has any connections to a person who does custom plastics, there's a large market for those jars that are normally given to the like the 1 liter jars, but shaped kind of like a prism, I guess it would be.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's wide enough to fit in there, so if I knock it, it's not going to really move, but tall enough that it mathematically works out to being 1 liter. And then I'm assuming your company would probably work it out to make like longer anodes to accommodate that.
Sure.
Because same amount of solution, but you can fit longer pieces. And for the gun plating community, that would,
yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's actually a common request that we've got, is just taller beakers. It's, for doing like slides or barrels, stuff like that. That's a perfect idea. And you can still have it be 1 liter as long as it was skinny like that.
And you'll have to get the longer anodes aside.
Sure, we can make those, no problem.
If we had the option to get some like funnels or filters with this stuff, I mean, I noticed that after I buff something out and I rinse it with soap and water, after I put it in the electric cleaner, I get like black little like particles. I don't know what it is. I mean, I normally just filter it out.
Mm-hmm.
But if you already have like filters on this side,
have it come with it. Awesome. Okay.
100%.
Good.
Colored tape because I'm OCD. That's just it. Anodes wise, every time I'm on the site and I'm trying to buy some anodes, it has the red little piece to it where it clips in.
Mm-hmm.
If I get some colored ones, like as an option too, I would totally buy those. I don't want to get mixed up when it's late at night. I'm doing this at like till like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right. Definitely we need color-coded anodes. I like it.
And then application handles, same thing with the color of the cords and the leads.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get those to match, that would be perfect.
Sweet.
Competition. So I mean, everyone knows that Rio Grande is another competitor with gold plating services, and they got some other kind of like different colors: red, blue, purple, orange, etc. Guys need to jump on that.
Okay.
Black gold. I got a common request for that. So it's like 14 karat gold with ruthenium.
Ruthenium. Yeah.
High market for that, especially with jewelers. Oh man.
Jewelry and car emblems too.
Car emblems?
People like black. Yeah, they like black colored car emblems. That's a pretty common request as well.
Okay.
We do have a black rhodium, but it just not a huge fan of it.
Really?
Yeah, so that's a good idea. We'll have to check that out. Black gold. Maybe we can come up with something.
Okay. Green gold. I got this request once, so I mean it's not a very common thing. 14 karat gold plus silver, from what I've been reading online. People like it when it complements the rose gold. And as someone who, I mean, I don't really specialize in everything, but I kind of want to have everything.
Sure.
I would buy that.
Okay.
I would buy that in an instant.
Okay. There's also a red gold. There's green and then red. Yeah, and I've actually seen stuff plated by other plating companies that has a little bit of a green tint, and I don't know what that is, so we'll have to look into that.
Socially engineer like the tech guy to tell us.
Seriously, huh?
And then, wait, did we already go over the single chrome?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That is it.
Wait, what's the hard pure rhodium?
Okay.
What's your thought there?
So I have this one person that calls me up, I think it was maybe twice in 6 months, and they're really into what it would be like white gold, but they don't want like the actual gold. They know the difference.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, all right, well, I'll see if the company has any hard/pure rhodium solutions. 'Cause I
Okay.
didn't see that on the site. And
It's not called pure rhodium, but it is.
it is?
Yeah, the white rhodium, the brilliant rhodium we call it is
Brilliant rhodium.
is a pure rhodium. Okay.
Okay, I'll take that off. And then do you have a hard/pure palladium?
Yep, the palladium we have is. Yep.
Okay, all right, take that off. There we go.
All right. Well, that's awesome. And did we talk about the funnel? Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Colored
funnel.
tape. All right. I think we covered everything. Awesome.